All right, man. So here we go. Newport News. Tragic situation. Kids with guns. We're not talking about 16, even in their early 20s. Talking about 6 years old. That's right. The shooting that happened not too long ago where the teacher was shot, which is a horrible situation. But the part that made the situation worse was the fact that there were warnings. Multiple warnings coming from the news conference was that there was multiple warnings that day. The kids was like, hey, so-and-so said he got a gun and he's going to use it. I'm not saying this is what happened, but get out of here. This day's almost over, right? I think one of the administrators or someone in this school was like, nothing's going to happen. They're forgetting one rule in life. Anything is possible, good or bad. Anything. Got to always be careful. Expect anything from anyone, positive or the other way. I know we all look for positivity, but in these days and times in the United States of America, with the overload of weapons, anything is possible. That's your kids in there. It could be your kids, my kids, anybody kids in there. And we teach the kids that, hey, this is what you do in case of a mass shooting. Go do this, you go do that, you go hide here, you do this, you go over there, you go over there, you call so-and-so. The kids followed the protocol. It was the adults who failed the kids and the staff. They failed their own selves. Not to heed the warnings. I'm not sure if it was a school officer because maybe, sometimes nowadays, you got people saying, well, kids, it's an elementary school. They don't need to be, have the school looking like a prison with armed guards and metal detectors. But if some of us in society is not paying attention like we should and taking it serious, we're supposed to put these guards in place. These rules and regulations in place. But what good are they if no one's following them? Parents aren't following them. Sometimes even the school. Just another day. Let's get through the day. Let's push these kids through this education system. And just let's get through the day. It's another paycheck. But you're playing with people's lives. They expect not only education, but now they expecting safety. Before, it was just, maybe your kid went to school and got in a couple of scuffles. But now these scuffles are turned into knife fights. Just today, in the Baltimore area, a young kid was gunned down outside of the school. 15 to 16 years old, out of a high school. I mean, if the adults aren't following the rules that they set in place, these things happen. And most likely, I'm not saying everything's preventable, but some things are very preventable. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't drink liquor and eat donuts every day and don't drink regular water or other juices and don't eat no food. Something's going to happen to you. Right? Got to balance it out. Got to put in the precautions. Got to be aware. But here we are. We really have to start listening to the kids. Even though we told them, hey, you got to watch out for this. Now they're telling the older people, no, you watch out. Because I told you. And this goes on not just in Newport News, but a lot of places where the adults don't really listen to the teenagers young adults in their early 20s. Like, hey, this is what happening over there. They were arguing about this and that. Something might happen. I'm gonna walk the other way in school after school. What happened? Something happened. No one took it serious. These days, we have to take everything serious. I don't care what it is. It comes to protecting our own. We have to take everything into account. If that's what we're teaching the young ones to do, we're going to have to follow the same rules we set for the young ones. Take everything into account. Because no one's benefiting from it. It's total chaos. We're in a chaos cycle in the United States of America with young people and weapons. I'm not saying, of course, violence isn't new to humans. We can go back 100 years. There were multiple homicides in Baltimore in 1910. People were stabbing and shooting the constables. You go read the old newspapers, right? So now we should be learning as time progresses, weapons change. Got to learn from our mistakes. Early 90s, late 80s, DC was a battleground. You might have been safe at Desert Storm. But we have to listen to each other, and the ones especially that are in the trenches, unfortunately, are the kids. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Young adults, 15, 16, 17. In the teenagers, I'm going to say, in the young adults, 20, 21, 22. They're trying to go to school too, and at the local colleges, local universities, and all of that. Community colleges. They see stuff. No one's listening. They're trying to get an education to get a better job, but they got to come strapped. Like in Friday. Ice Cube's dad in the movie. What you need a gun for? To walk down the street. Got to start listening to the people that's there. If we don't move way out in the hood, way out of the hood into wherever, we still have to listen to people. No one's listening to nobody. It's all about profits, this and that. Talking about the gun lobbyists, that is. All right, man. This is your man. Kirk State Reacts. Got to get our stuff together and listen to each other. Peace.